Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kiss up to God. To God be the glory for all the wonderful works that He does. Happy Hump Day. Snow is outside, so we are home. Wow, we didn't have to go to school. Schools were closed in our area and in the surrounding areas because of the weather. So it's a day off for me. I'm good with it. I hope all is well. Thank you, God, for another do-over. Thank you, God, for a day in the land of the living. Thank you, God, for life, health, and strength, family, and friends. Thank you, God, that you gave us another do-over. Thank you for that brand new grace and brand new mercies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy to be with you today. Um, I was going to come on with more Black history about more towns. But the more that I read it, the more upsetting it became because they all have the same MO. They all have the same why it happened. They all have the same endings. Um, and it's traumatic and it's sad. And I just don't want to put that covering over us because um, I just don't. I just can't. I just can't because so much of the reading broke my heart. But I will give you the towns, and if you want to read it for yourself, you can. I read it and I looked it up, and see, I can do that. Everybody don't want to hear it. Everybody don't want to deal with living in the past, and I'm not living in the past. I'm just trying to get history. But see, everybody don't want to hear that, and I do understand that, and my dog wants to go off. And it's all good because he's off today too, the dog. So I guess he can enjoy his time too. But anyway, I try to do this without that distraction. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna name some of the towns, and if you want to look it up, you can go on. The website is called Black Culture Unlocked. If you want to go on that website and check it out, you can go on that website and check it out. Um, some of the towns, okay? I gave you Silicon Valley yesterday from New York, and I told you about that. This is Kalaja, Alabama. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Kowaliga. It was the home of business and industrial farming. It provided economic self sufficiency for Black people, um, and the success was short lived, of course. And then you have Oscarville, Georgia. Oscarville was once a black community, black community that is now covered underwater. Black families own the land or the businesses. Many ghost stories and myth thrive there. When I read that, I'm like, oh my goodness, no wonder. And then you have Van Point, Oregon. That was it was designated to provide public housing during the war. It was a multicultural and multiracial community. Of course, racism and nature teamed up to wipe out this entire town. And then we have Susanna Valley, that's also in Alabama. Susanna was a rich small town known for its farming. It attracted many pioneers. Residents were relocated due to flooding. And the other one is Ferguson Town, that's in South Carolina. Ferguson was a town that boosted the lumber industry. The founders were northern lumbermen from Chicago. It was a highly advanced and comfortable town to live in. And these are just towns that got wiped out, that were hidden from us, that they didn't want us to know about and they didn't want us to find out about because 99.9% were destroyed by um, racism, by KKK came in, and the same stories. A black man whistled at a white woman. A black man talked to a white woman. That was their excuse to go in and murder. our people. That was their excuse to go in and tear down. And it's like they don't want black people around. They don't want us around. But when we got our own and when we was thriving ourselves, being self-sufficient, being, owning property, having our own banks and stores, when we did our own, they came in and they destroyed it. They got jealous. They burned it down. They flooded it out. As I was speaking before about Oklahoma, very rich, and all this happened in the 1800s, 1920s, 1930s, and they found a way to come in and to destroy it because of being jealous and angry and just damn right mean and just full of hate. And we would love our own. And my sister and I was talking at one time, and she was saying, they, Dr. Martin Luther King, late great Dr. Martin Luther King, wanted us to come together, and they wanted to end, all of the separation and the segregation and all this and all that, for us to try to come in together. And look what happened. We're still not accepted as a people. They're still not satisfied as a people. Our money is just as green as everybody else's, but the country, and was built on the backs of slaves. A lot of things that exist were inventions of black people. So we, as they say, the sweat of our brow, you live off the sweat of us. And it's not talked about because nobody don't want to talk about it. It does bring up bad memories. It brings up pain. It brings up stuff that we don't want to deal with as a people. We don't want to deal with. And the prime example, again, if you watch the Super Bowl, it's so much backlash on what was said, but what was said was the truth. It was a black town dealing with black people. Everything was black. The Super Bowl was in New Orleans. What do you expect? If the truth be told, the revolution. And I don't even really listen to Kendrick Lamar. I don't, because that's not my genre of music. But I was sitting what he was saying because I didn't understand half the stuff he said. But once I was sent, someone sent me what he was saying. I understood what he meant, but some of the words that I didn't understand was sent to me. And yeah, yeah. And Samuel Jackson, he's like one of my favorite. Anyway, I don't even have to say anymore because I'm sure people watched it. But this was a short today. As I stated, I didn't want to come on and read about each one of these towns individually because some of the read is it just hurts your heart. It just makes you angry all over again. And that's not the purpose of Black history to me. It's not to say it to make you angry. We just have to remember and stop suppressing it and putting it to the side. Tell our children, tell people about it. And it was because it was hidden for a reason, because they should be ashamed of themselves with some of the stuff that they did, the lies that they've told on us while using us, while being elevated. They're still living rich. They still got money, because we had to start from scratch. What we were promised, what the 10 acres and a mule and all the stuff that was promised to us was never given to us. So we had to start from scratch to build up. And every time we start from scratch to build up, they would come and tear it down. They would come and take it down. But it's all good because we are the chosen and God got us. All right, guys, let me go ahead and finish enjoying my day off. I'm going to go over there and veg out, probably read a little bit, and just enjoy this day. And I hope you guys enjoy it. If you think anybody needs to hear this, please share with them. And please keep subscribing. Please keep coming on. Please keep liking. I really appreciate each one of you. Y'all have a blessed day now. You here? All righty. God bless.